1986, I'm 10 years old, and my favorite TV show is Miami Vice, Crockett and Tubbs. And it was a great show. I grew up in New Hampshire, so getting to watch this TV show once a week in Miami, of all places, it was very exotic for me, and I really liked it. And there was a lot of action, a lot of shooting, a lot of cocaine, stuff I wasn't used to seeing in New Hampshire as a 10-year-old. I just looked forward to it. It was on at 10 o'clock on a Friday night, which was, I usually went to bed and I stayed up an extra hour. So it was like a very exciting time for me in my life. That summer, we took a 3-night trip to Hampton Beach. It's a 45-minute drive from Manchester. It was like a casino. And when I say a casino, it was not a gambling casino. It was like, they had like games and video game arcades and cotton candy. And it was just like a really fun place, the casino. And they had 2 games side by side. They had a shooting gallery. It was an old school shooting gallery with these like guns, and they have like a light sensor. And if you hit the guy, you play the organ. And if they had like a little beaver, he'd go like, hee. My brother, Matt, I have a brother 4 years older. So my brother was 14 at the time. The coolest guy ever. You talk about the mid 80s, you're talking about a little bit of Crockett, a little bit of Tubbs. Matt Wade, and he's on the gun, and he's there. He's like, don't bother me, Adam. He's hitting everything like a sharpshooter. So I'm just kind of browsing around. I'm used to being alone, just kind of in my own world. And I walk by, and there's this derby. And what it is it's a game where you take balls and you roll them, and whatever number you get it in, the horsey goes. And then whoever horsey wins, you win a prize. And usually it's like a stuffed animal. And there are stuffed animals up there, but the thing that really drives me, that focuses me, is there's a frame picture, and inside is like a cartoon drawing, and it's of Crockett and Tubbs. But instead of Miami Vice, they're mice. So it says Miami Mice. Like, it would define me in a lot of ways. Cool, kind of like a mouse. So I'm rolling the balls, and I can't win. And there's like a kid like 6, and he doesn't know, and he's got snots all over his mouth. He's dropping the balls. He's beating me. I'm just not good at this game. You got this old lady, she's blind. She's rolling the ball. She's beating me. And I'm losing my money. I had $4 and I'm playing a quarter of time, and I'm losing all my money. And Matt's there on the sharpshooter, and he's bling, 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 and everything's going on. I'm like, Matt, you're my idol. You're my hero. He's like, enough. I go, Matt, time out. You're my idol. You're my hero. I really want this thing. Can you come over here and just win the game for me? He goes, Adam, I've never played it before. I go, it doesn't matter. You're Matt Wade. He strolls over. The guy that's working there, he's like, oh, here comes the number 1 loser at Hampton Beach. I'm like, come on, 10 years old guy, stop busting my balls. My brother's gonna play for me. And the kid with the snots, he's playing again. He's won every game, every gift. The blind woman, she's won everything. And now she's going against they're the best at this game. They're going against my brother who's never played. So I don't know. It's my brother, but then these are like the Derby champs. They blow the whistle, the horses start going. They start rolling the balls. And Matt's right off the bat. This guy is like boom, 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 bing, bing, bing. And it's like a 3-way, what is it? Nose to nose to nose. It's nose to nose to nose. Blow your nose. It's a photo finish. And they show the video on the little screen. It was like a VHS. They had to rewind it twice. And they showed it. And the guy paused it. And there was only one winner. Matt Wade. And Matt Wade, and the guy goes, what do you want? He goes, I want this stuffed animal unicorn. I go, Matt, time out. No, not the unicorn. Time out. That. And he's like, what? I go, that. And he's like, what is that? I go, it's Miami Mice. I want that. He goes, what? I go, it's Miami Mice. I want that. That's my thing. I want to put it in my room next to Spuds McKenzie poster. He gives me a look. He's like, all right, yeah, I'll take the Miami Mice thing from my brother. He wanted to make sure everybody in the whole casino knew it wasn't for him. And I walked around with that the rest of the night, like walking around. It was like half my size. And it wasn't like glass, it was like plastic. So this thing wasn't like $1 million. It was probably worth $3. We get home, I put it up. I 10 years old, nailed it to the wall, thing came down, nailed it to the wall. Matt, can you come up? Matt had to, he goes, gee, how much do I have to do for this kid? He knocks it into the wall, puts the thing up, and he goes, Adam, how does it look? I go, it's a little slut. Okay, good. And he goes, you might want to get rid of the spuds, but it's too much. I go, Matt, I don't tell you how to put your Cheryl Teigen posters. Okay, let me get this. Okay, thanks, pal. And that night, I laid on my bed. I put my little Spider-Man nightlight on, and when I put the little nightlight on, it would hit Miami Vice. And when I fall asleep that night, like it was like me and Crockett and Tubbs with the Miami Mice of Manchester.